It's eavesdropping time. One of these guys has to know what Hammerhead's planning next. Which group looks shadier than the rest? Gotta isolate their vocal wavelengths.
Oh, no way. He started crying, which made me just laugh even harder, you know? He's crying there, blubbering like a baby. Always. Yeah, I was all set to go to town on his kneecaps, but one smack and a little pinky nail, and he told me everything I wanted to know. That's how I got that bag of money.
Oh, man, bankers, they're the worst, huh?
Hey, no, so that's when I pulled out the hammer.
Oh, no way.
He started crying, which made me just laugh even harder, you know? He's just crying there, blubbering like...
That's crazy. All the Mafia Dons are holed up in one location? Morons think they're safer that way. Boss will show them. Gonna hit them all at once. In the war, take over the Mafia. Stupid Dons.
If Hammerhead takes out the Dons, he'll control the whole Mafia. I have to reach them first. Someone here must know their location. Gotta isolate their vocal waveforms.
You know, more or less. I don't think he knew as much as we thought he did.
See, this is the problem with you young guys. You aren't willing to go the extra mile to get the information you need by any means necessary.
Yo, this assault on the Mafia Dons. Where's it happening? Got a location? Nah, new guy says he knows, though. Hammerhead told him personal, like he says. What's up with newbies getting intel before us? Gonna bust this kid's chops.
I really hope the new guy knows where the Dons are at. Come on, new guy, you can do it. Gotta isolate their vocal wavelengths.
Well, this was very serious. We had worked him over for a while, and he was not gonna crack. I mean, not at all. So
No joke.
Yeah, no joke.
Wow.
So you know, my dad was a dentist, right?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
So
bad.
I pulled out a nice pair of dental pliers, and I took a molar.
Okay, you left him a pretty smile. You're a good
Absolutely.
guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was going right for the I noticed there was a cavity in it. So
Hey, heard you know where the Dons is at. Keep your voice down. It's just, I don't know.
Come on, new guy.
I knew it. Friggin' new fish. But I do know who does know. Vinny and Gino. Yeah, they're in the back, and they ain't telling nobody. Like that's news. Vinny and Gino know everything. Stop running your mouth, new guy.
Vinny and Gino, huh? Need to get in the back, see what they know. Door by the pinball machines must lead to the back. Just need to get it open. Blowing a fuse might get someone to open that door.
Place is trash. Dino! Dino? No, Dino! Ugh, morning.
Pardon me, coming through.
Fuse again? Hey, what's going on in there? Many in jail. Big flag.
A map of Hammerhead's businesses? Gotta get a better look at it.
Between the distillery and the auto shop, Hammerhead's printing money for years. Literally.
There. When I'm done here, I'm calling MJ. She's gonna want to know fronts. Okay, onward. Need to find Vinny and Gino. Figure out where the Majidons are.
Hey, you heard about this Project Olympus business?
I heard. I don't like it.
Could be interesting.
Could be. It gets you dead.
Project Olympus? Why does that keep coming up here? Vinny and Gino, I presume. These guys know Hammerhead's next move. I think there's notes on that table.
It's a defensible location, you know.
Sure is. From the outside.
These Majidans have no idea what Hammerhead has in store for them.
They're gonna be real
Majidon's
surprised.
location must be in those notes. Gotta distract the Glimmer twins.
Yeah, like it's their birthday. Except they're sad.
So, like, the first day of school.
Yeah, that makes
Was that
sense.
a rat? So the
Time to
Maj
get out of
are
sight of
all
electronics in here.
in the same spot?
Shame if a spider poltergeist struck.
Yeah, making it real easy for us.
Why would they do that? It didn't work out well for them in the sanitarium.
I guess they're as dumb as the boss says they are. Running scared.
Shorting out the electronics might distract them.
Well, that's why we work for Hammerhead, huh?
Yeah.
Could futz
also
with the
slick
lights.
new Sable guns.
He has really cool guns.
Have you tried them out?
Oh, yeah?
Ah, you kidding me?
That got one of them. Now for the other.
There an eclectic box in here?
An electric box?
That's what I said.
You said eclectic. Like my aunt with them damn princess dogs.
Gotta distract both of them. AM radio.
Damn it!
Now's my chance.
Shut up and fix the lights, will you?
Dons are hiding in the Auerbach Theater. I need to reach them before Hammerhead does. Nice work, Spider-Bot. Now hide and I'll come back for you later. With several bottles of bleach. Hey, MJ. It's Pete.
Yeah, I have your number in my phone, Pete. You don't have to tell me it's you.
Right, obviously. Listen, I know you're working on that piece about Maggia fronts. I found something that might help.
Yeah?
I have the location of 4 Hammerhead businesses, and I'm willing to bet real money that they're not legit.
You have no money to bet, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'll look into them right away.
Why don't you let me do the legwork? I'll pass along what I find.
That would be so helpful. I'm on a deadline. Let's talk soon.
All units, officers transporting key Hammerhead witness requesting backup. Please respond.
A witness brave enough to stand up against Hammerhead? I better go and keep an eye on him. Oh, you know, the usual. Spider in, man in. What's up?
I just wanted to thank you again for that first lesson. I mean, I thought we were actually gonna do stuff, but now I'm like so full of knowledge, this whole thing is unreal.
When nobody's shooting at you, it is, in fact, fairly rad.
So, when's our next lesson?
Oh, I don't know, Miles. There's a lot going on.
I've been finished.
You didn't need to call for backup. I really did. You don't think we can drive a guy a few blocks?
Have you seen what's going on out there? I don't trust anybody.
They're moving. I'll stay on their tail in case anyone shows up without an invite.
All clear so far. What, are you trying to jinx us? Come on. Why take chances? Because superstition is ridiculous.
Gonna lose the convoy. All quiet so far. Maybe too quiet. Man, I wish there was someone around to hear me say that.
We've got company!
Hammerhead thugs. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time. I gotta keep that witness safe. Witness tampering is against the law. You boys wouldn't want to commit a crime now, would you? Hammerhead thugs. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time. I gotta keep that witness safe. Witness tampering is against the law. You boys wouldn't want to commit a crime now, would you? Spider-Man! No way to get us a witness with him here! I'll crush you! thugs. Always in the wrong place at the wrong time. I gotta keep that witness safe. Witness tampering is against the law. You boys wouldn't want to commit a crime now, would you? Gone badly. I should keep an eye out for more of Hammerhead's guys around the city.
Thanks, Spidey. Move the witness to the safe house. Not taking any more chances.
Spider-Man, how's the hunt?
Good. Got a lead on the Dons. How are you?
Tired. Just finished calling my men's families. It was hard. Good, but hard.
I'll take care of this, Yuri. Don't worry. Okay, on to the Auerbach Theater. It's done sitting time. Sorry about that, Miles. You were, asking about another lesson? Yeah, it's just that...
I've been finishing all my homework early, and all my chores are good around the house. And I haven't dunked on a single fool in basketball once, I swear.
No, that's great, Miles. You're doing a great job. I'll, let you know as soon as I'm free, okay?
Okay, yeah. Awesome, thanks, Peter.
I have created a monster. A monster of enthusiasm. The Dons must be inside. Looks like they're safe. We're safe. Great. Oh, sorry, fellas. Tickets are all sold out. They're those nice recliner seats, too.
We're getting those stars, one way or another. You're a dead man.
Why'd Sable even make these dug-dig things? I gotta come up with a better name for them.
see that? Kill him! Gotcha!
Why'd Sable even make these dig things? I gotta come up with a better name for them.
What are you gonna hit us with? You got a death wish, huh?
You know, you'd have just stayed home. Why'd Sable even make these dig things? I gotta come up with a better name for them.
Watch his head! I can handle this now!
Why'd Sable even make these dig things? I gotta come up with a better name for them.
Don't let him get you! I'll break your friggin' jaw! I'm putting you in the trial! I'm caught!
No, if you'd have just stayed home, you wouldn't have had to pay so much for popcorn.
The boss is guard!
Why'd Sable even make these dig things? I gotta come up with a better name for them. You know, if you'd have just stayed home, you wouldn't have had to pay so much for popcorn. Guys, honestly, I hear this one is better on demand anyways. More guys on the roof. We've rigged the building with explosives. Overkill much, fellas? Gotta take Hammerhead's men out and disable these bombs. Does Hammerhead do casual Fridays? The suits must be so constricting. You should try spandex. What the hell is that? One bomb down, one to go. Bombs are on a timer. Gotta hurry. Now they're on the other rooftop. Of course. More explosives. Gotta move fast. One down. There's two. The crowd holds its breath.
Nailed it!
And yes, folks, yes, it's a triple play! The crowd goes wild!
I'll teach you respect! Time to die, hero. He's taking out too many of us!
Don't you guys ever get tired of losing? I'm just saying, it must be a morale breaker!
That's not good!
Okay, the Dons should be safe now. I should head inside and check on them just in case. Hope the Dons are okay. And ready to find a new hideout. Guys, we really need to rethink your security set up. Right. Because of the digging tank things. Obviously. Crap. This did not go well. Yuri, he got away with the Dons.
What? Are you serious?
The Sable Tech he's been stealing? She had more in her arsenal than I thought.
You told me you would take care of this. You told me not to worry.
I did, yes, and I screwed up. I'm sorry.
No more breaks. No more time off. I'm on this now. I'll call you when I've got a plan.
Crap. Great work, Pete. Just great.
Hey guys, it's me, obviously.
Really don't have time for this today, Screwball.
There's always time for great content, especially when it stars New York's favorite spider guy in a series of high-stakes life or death challenges. Come on, you know you want to join the fun. Don't keep my audience waiting.
Today, on Just the Facts, with J. Jonah Jameson, the Maggia are turning the streets of Manhattan into a gang war. Why, you ask? Because nobody listened to me when they had the chance. If we just cleaned up the city, returned to our collective senses, and run Spider-Man out of town, not necessarily in that order, then a psychopathic crime boss wouldn't be right.
Away we go! Oh, can't wait to see what thrilling action Spidey brings to the table for Season 2!
You know, I'm actually in talks with this competing subscription service, so...
Please, I basically discovered you! And if you leave, my fans will be so upset. Angry flash mobs upset! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Okay, since last time, I modified the Trojan she installed to ping her location each time I do one of her shows. Once I get enough pings, I can triangulate, find her hideout, and send her on early hiatus, straight to Rikers.
Hammerhead continued to arm himself, and those burrowing tanks will tear apart our lockup. I'm spreading the remaining Sable gear throughout the city. Give him multiple targets. Force him to thin his men out.
Okay, what do you need from me?
Protect the transport. We'll have multiple runs in transit at once. Be ready to back up any that get into trouble.
You got it.
Once the gear's relocated, we'll focus on Hammerhead. Stay sharp. Lives are on the line.
Not liking what I hear in her voice. I gotta make time for Yuri after this. She gives me a lot of grief, but I can't let her down. Let me see if I can pick up the police comms channels.
All units, eyes up for armed Hammerhead hostiles along transport routes.
Armed hostiles? Not for long. Looks like Hammerhead caught wind of Yuri's plan. Gotta hurry before...
Snipers, hold the convoy!
Gotta take out those snipers and keep the convoy moving.
Protect the cargo!
Snipers are opening up on the convoy. Gotta move. There. That should get things moving again.
Spider-Man, clear the snipers! Move out!
Snipers all along the convoy route. Like a shooting gallery. I need to push ahead and clear the way.
More snipers! Halt and wait for the all-clear!
Can't let Hammerhead's men get their hands on all those Sable weapons and tech. Snipers are opening up on the convoy. Gotta move.
You're going down.
Line them up and knock them down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Route's clear! Let's move!
What is it with guys like Hammerhead always wanting to fight? Probably has something to do with not having a binky when he was a baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa! More of those... whatevers!
It's Hammerhead's men! How'd they find us? Keep the Sable set contained! Above us!
Surprise, surprisers! Surprisers? Oh yeah, it's a word now! Hammerhead must have a mole in the department feeding him info on the convoy route.
Like I know, right? Hammerhead had a phone just for us.
more, no, that's it. I'm going with Dig Boys. That's what they're called now.
Eyes up! Another tank!
Got him. The police can keep the Sabletech safe.
All units, situation developing near the mayor's compound. Something's coming out of the ground. We need backup. Repeat, assistance requested.
So much for all clear. Time to move. Seems like Hammerhead's gone to war against the police. And Yuri's working herself to the bone. I know she cares about her men, but she's got to learn not to shoulder all that responsibility. Says the king of shouldering too much responsibility. Man, don't you guys hate these things? It's gonna take ages to repave. Traffic's gonna be a nightmare.
Spider-Man! We'll stay on the convoy if you can help with Hammerhead.
You got...
Glad you made it, Spider. We were hoping you'd swing by. Get it? You keep falling right into our trap, dog.
You guys know the cops have radios, right? Ambushes don't stay secret for long.
We're taking this Sabletech and the rest of it, too.
Yeah, no. I'm sure this Sabletech is gonna serve you really well in prison. What the... Another dig boy on its way up!
Don't let him get the tank! You'll protect the stable gear!
Are they ever gonna run out of those dig boys?
teach you respect!
Another dick boy on its way up!
Don't let him get the dick! Protect the safety gear!
Are they ever gonna run out of those dick boys?
Look up, you moron! I can handle this cloud!
Another dick boy on its way up!
Don't let him get the dick! Protect the stable gear! Too many men down! Bring him to guard! Let the tail up! He's hurt now! That's all you got?
Nap time.
You better run! Lights out!
Sleep it off.
Here comes the pain!
Another dick boy on its way up! Are they ever gonna run out of those dick boys?
We're gonna pound your face!
no, they're running with the Sable Tech. I've got to keep this off Yuri's plate. I'll handle it. I can handle it.
Hey, Spider! You just keep following us, okay?
Oh, I plan on it.
Love it when a plan comes together. You know, Spider?
This is your plan? This? I'm losing him. Here's your stuff. One more. Better hurry. Curbside service. Yuri, good timing.
Hammerhead was keeping you away and we fell for it. Get back, now!
Yuri? No, no!
Prep the first responders. Make sure the ER's clear and knows we're bringing in. Knows what we're bringing in.
This was all a setup. Distracting me from Hammerhead's real target. Need to get to Yuri. Why did he hit the police precinct? I thought all the Sable Tech was out of there. Yuri sounds okay. Physically, at least. I know she's tough, but everyone has a breaking point.
Was that on the whole time? I could have swore. Didn't I turn that shit off? I did turn that shit off. I swear I did.
Oh no.
Excuse me? I'm good.
I'm so sorry, Yuri. I should have been here.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Right, I know who that is.
He went straight for the cases marked Project Olympus.
Any idea what that is?
No, but he has it now.
And we'll get him.
I know.
She sees me playing
Where are you
Spider-Man.
going?
To teach a lesson in fear.
She was in Spider-Man.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Deep.
You can move, or I can arrest you.
Yuri, we need to work together.
You need to stay the hell out of my way.
This could not possibly end.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of glad you didn't hear nothing I said, but at the same time, it was, if you could read my lips, He was like, yeah, but I mute that or unmute it. If you're psychic, you heard all of that shit. Hey, no, really though, man. Listen, no, I know you're not telling other people this shit, but I'm going to tell you right now. There's like a sound that the human ear is able to pick up, especially if you like fucking the big A. You can you can hear that shit anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? You can hear people talking, and or you can look at somebody's mouth and then like use your imagination to. It's not even imagination. It's more like what I'm trying to say. Kids can do it. The brain is sweet, But that's why I don't like how they mute words on online. That's weird. It changes the context of whatever's going on based off of your personal experiences and what you know to be relevant. You dig what I'm saying? So it can mean any fucking thing. When somebody's talking in the elevator, just blank a word out. Like, why the fuck are they blank? This month, like Orlando Brown was talking about whatever shit they got going on with the pandas and all that kind of shit, and he said something about children, and then he was like, they blanking the word children now. What the fuck you blanking the word children now for, motherfucker? You talking about kids? He ain't say sexy kids. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Some shit. It's a trigger word. I'm like, that shit weird, bro. Y'all some weirdos, man. And then what this other motherfucker sharing this the Aretha Franklin video talking about that song, A Natural Woman, is triggering. Like it goes against trans feminism. And they want it removed from whatever the fuck sites because it's like so there's no such thing as a natural woman, and whatever the fuck. Somebody playing games with us, dog. Somebody is playing games with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and then people are just doing that shit. You just helping by fucking spreading bad information. That's a parody page. Somebody took it, reposted it for views and likes and shit to get everybody all fucking riled up. Kill that motherfucker. That's how, man, fuck that. Get rid of that motherfucker. Like, no, not kill him, but, you know what I'm saying? You can't even say that when bitch, shut up. That's what the fuck I said. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I mean. What I mean is kill his page. Kill his page. Kill it, man. That's horrible, bro. Don't do no shit like that. Because that type of shit, or have people arguing, and then two of those motherfuckers will live close to each other, and somebody will get shot over some shit like that. Because people are stupid. But you're supposed to be responsible with whatever the fuck platform you have, and you're not. Well, like I just said, yeah. Well, I apologize for saying kill. I don't mean actually go and kill a person who would fucking, because don't be a dumbass. I mean, anybody listening to me should be a fucking brainy motherfucker, because I talk crazy. So if we're not crazy, but I'm all over the place sometimes, and you have to do a lot of contextual clues, But I mean, you should be right there, I think, and if you're not, then good riddance. I'm sorry, because I can't keep fucking doing that, bro. Like, I want to, but I feel like the man, developing that balance is really important because, people are fucking dangerous, man. They're fucking goofy. They're goofy. They're just dangerous to themselves. Dangerous. And this is where that double-edged sword fall. I'm sure that's how that turns into fucking, nightmarish, tyrannical ass, totalitarian government. Oh, you didn't hear what I said about the fucking some women and fucking, like, some people just if you are experiencing ascension symptoms and shit, right? And what you picking up on. You have this AI shit out here fucking trying to cloud people's judgment, actually controlling motherfuckers. You got spiritual awakening, you got dark entities and shit, and this is all, it's like Ghostbusters around this motherfucker, but it's like on certain levels. So, if you have people around you that are playing stupid, trying to make you feel like you're fucking out of your mind, just look at it this way. I'm gonna give you this one first. This is the one you fear and you hate, and it's what makes you violent all the time and shit. They part of that bullshit. They know all the fucking about it. Oh, this is how I got here. Let me go there first. It's better. This is better. This is how I got here. It's more funny. I said, remember what I said about, dog, I swear that fucking thing was off. It was. I looked at it, made sure it was off. Maybe I cut it back on. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, because I went on there and I made sure that the look, and I was like the joke about the joke I said yesterday about looking at the stars and shit like that, and waking up and then fucking you see the stars and the moon and all that's hanging from a string. And then once you see that and shit like that, the buildings slowly fade away, and you realize you're in a baby crib all over again. And then two parents walk up to you and they rub your stomach and you're fucking your little sleeper and shit. And you're like, oh, is he okay? I'm like, yeah, he's fine. And they get ready to walk out the room and they be like, it's fine. And they cut the goddamn light off. Then that's your fucking parents. And then I said, some people you gotta remember that some people are literally just pacifist ass, neutral, submissive ass, whatever the fuck you say goes, as long as I can keep believing the lies, fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? They'll sacrifice every fucking body else to keep their little picket fence and their little dog and shit and their little relationship inside whatever holographic bubble they allow them to fucking live in, no matter how many fucking totalitarian governments are around them and how many fucking, big ass Turok looking lizards with guns and shit is walking around with their viruses on and shit, looking like the seven sisters from Star Wars and shit. They don't give a fuck. Well, you know what I'm saying? They just don't let them go too far, honey. They have a kid and shit, and she just want to make sure that your ass does not, don't fucking figure out what the fuck is going on and shit like that, so they can live in a goddamn bubble. So, A, they know all about that shit and they're part of it, and they playing fucking games with your ass because they're on some utter and complete bullshit to keep you asleep. B, which is, I believe that the program is so strong that would be something that would be imposed on the mind. You would think that you're a part of something that you're not, and that's what the Greys do. They lie to motherfuckers. They'll have you thinking that you're super fucking this and that and shit like that. They'll do that to you for the intention to fucking. It's like Adjustment Bureau. It's all those lines and shit. And of course, it's hard to fucking to imagine these things or be aware of the possibilities and the facts about it, because it's a realm, so to speak. Which is why I say you eventually see the strings and then you'll see the structures and shit, which is hard to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be looking for a minute. You got to be looking at the noise and shit in between things. You got to be meditating, look at the sun and shit like that, and then you might get a glimpse of something out the corner of your eye that looks like a building but invisible and shit. You ain't tripping, nigga. That shit's there. But it's not like you can actually walk up to it, and if you try to walk through that motherfucker or try to walk towards some cliff that you think you see a bridge on and you're not fully vibrating on that level, you're going to fall into the water and be eaten by whatever the fuck is under there. Okay? That's what I think, anyway. You got to believe, man. Now go to the highest fucking thing. What? And toss yourself. Bitch, you must be out of your mind. Man, there's a bunch of corporations out here fucking with people. Who are these people? I don't think they're human. What person is sitting around doing that shit for a sport? They must not realize what the fuck is going on. By the time they do, man, they're going to be on a plate. Imagine being I said this before, but imagine being some giant fucking tentacle monster, fucking Cthulhu fucking thing who wants to eat darkness to get real bigger and shit like that. What would you eat? Eat plants. Because you can eat innocence and then that would be whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's true. But then, I'm assuming that the taste of a fucking of a dark crystal and shit which would be your ass, which you consumed all of this innocent energy and shit from all the dirty, the diabolical shit you're doing there. You must know this already. Somebody knows they're gonna be, for you, fucking whatever the fuck, just save ya, fucking, and open themselves up. Yes, and your fucking guts spill out on the floor in front of a fucking majestic court, and they just, and then they have another. Yes, sire. Do what you came to do. Fucking crazy motherfuckers, man. Motherfuckers retarded, dog. Whatever it is, it's coming to eat everybody. I don't know. Whatever the fuck, you gotta fight that shit off, dog. That shit's just some fucking, great destroyer and shit. But, no, what was I saying? Damn, how did I get there? That's where I started. And then, Yeah, but yeah, man, there's a whole system of shit going on around you. Shit. I don't see any reason why you can't live the way you are living and shit like that, and transition and all whatever the fuck it is people doing. You know, it's just no reason that you can't. But I mean, in order to break the cycle of control, so that you don't end up in another fucking matrix just like this one, but smaller, is first of all you got to conquer your fear of fucking understanding. I think it's just nigga, it is what it is. I mean, but you know what? Then again, it is what it is to who it is to. So I don't like forcing shit upon people. So I don't mind when motherfuckers disconnect or reconnect and shit because, hey, I'd rather be talking to you anyway. You're the one I need to be talking to because I got shit to share with you that you may or may not know, and hopefully, you might have something to say to me that I may or may not know about and shit. That's so that way I can, things alter, your messages altered all the time by who you run into and shit, right? Well, altered or strengthened and all that kind of shit. I say message because obviously you're talking for some fucking reason. I don't know, but. Yeah, man. She's crazy, man. Yeah, she's crazy, man. Back when I was gone. Something in particular that pissed me off. Yeah, that's where I was going with that shit. That shit with Orlando Brown. That fucking that's crazy, man. Because, dog, no. And if that's part of a matrix collapsing on it and then the fucking veil being lifted, it's gonna have to all become complete bullshit. Yeah, I did say that part. About 40%, not 40, but I would say more than you think. A chunk of the population knows that everything is complete bullshit. They don't know how they know. They just know. They know it's complete bullshit. They know. They don't know how they know, but they know. They know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy's on to something. This guy knows better than to fucking talk to me the way he's been talking to everybody else, though. I can tell you that. And this is what I've been wanting to say. This motherfucker is a goddamn smoking mirror addict, psychopathic, fucking degenerate speaking, tongue licking, lashing, fascist. Add captions. Can't caption. I see him staring at me. Yeah, I'm staring at you. Some woman off to the side like, Yeah, she's got a fucking problem with me or something. I don't know what it is, but she should sit the fuck back down. That's what I think. Right. Yeah. I know they say that on television, but no. No. Yeah. You see. All right, honey. All right. Get your ass out of here. Sean Connery. That's right. No, you look strong. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Go. Now go. Now, where was I? No, I'm sure this shit was crazy. But you know what? Hey, man, if you're not part of the, whatever it is and shit like that, see, that right there, gotta stop doing that. That's rude. It sounds rude, but it's not. It's more like a write-off in order to keep thinking, but in order to stay within a certain range of thinking. So, in order to do so, which is what I'm trying to cure, the enemy aspect, which you have to be aware of, and it has to be considered in your decision-making skills and shit like that. Or does it? I don't know. Because understanding things tends to make them more fluid. But everything is not your ally and shit. But I mean, it could be. I don't know. The force is a motherfucker. Can you walk up on a pigeon right now and pick it up? But in a certain state of mind and at a certain peace, pigeons will walk up to you and climb all over you. They'll lay with you while you fucking do whatever you're doing. They'll follow you around. They'll follow you from place to place. If you're in a car or not, they'll wait for you and shit. And that's just crazy, right? I don't know if the same thing applies to meat-eating fucking, predatorial animals, predator animals, like lizards and shit like that, but maybe. I mean, depends. That's a bird. That's a bird that looks like I need to draw that. It has a small beak like this, but two big eyes, but like a small cone-shaped head, kind of, sort of. Not cone-shaped, almost like a ball, kind of, sort of, but with a smaller beak on it and two big, intelligent eyes and shit. The head's about this big. Yeah, about like almost like a penguin, kind of, sort of, but with surprised-looking eyes a little bit. Just wow. Anyway, this is a weird place to be, man. It is, ain't it? It's just a weird fucking place to try to, you know. But you know, I'm glad it's coming together and shit like that. Me, I got to push forward, so I have to like, I'm gonna have to sound crazier soon, or right now. But oysters. Where can I go with that? See, I can say shock and devour. You can say the Walrus and the Carpenter because that's an interesting topic in theory, but also I do know that would be a fear thing, so that's not necessarily applicable because, you know, subjugation and you have an ally. That's what I mean. You have friends. You have people that look out for you. You have fucking protectors. You have guardians. You have people that care about you. And you, by you, I mean the human race, but you all overall. And then you have those who are neutral and those who don't give a fuck. Now, I want to say, like you gotta ask for help. People ask for help all the goddamn time. And you keep thinking about your conscious mind doing something. Now, that's when you're crying out loud. But things come around you and come to aid you well before you get to the point where you know you need help. You know? Anyway, people are fucking retarded, man. That's crazy though. But don't do it. They take the context out of stuff like just the different stuff like rape, nigga, rape. Why the fuck do I gotta say rape? You been raped before? Well, it's happening more often to other people and shit like that, which is why the topic keeps coming up. It's not gonna help you to fucking not have the word in circulation. The fuck? What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that? Grape? So then now people are going to associate sexual assault with grapes. Huh? Fuck you talking about, man? That's crazy. Now children will know eventually what you mean by, oh, grape? Did you say grape? What about a grape? Who said grape? It's grapes. They offered me some grapes in school. Who offered you grapes? Fuck. Bitch, that's retarded. All of it's retarded. It's just you know, y'all some cornball ass motherfuckers is what I think. Y'all just corny as fuck. Every last one of you. Shit's crazy, man. Retarded ass motherfuckers, man. What time is it? Shit. God damn it. You can tell the niggas drinking for real. It's just a different type of fucking nigga, motherfucker sitting at work drinking and shit. You drinking vodka out of a goddamn water bottle, but you sipping the fuck out of it. Come on, niggas is like, what the fuck is these chickens gonna drink that water? Your boss is paying attention to you, man. This motherfucker. That's why the nigga standing so close to you while you working and shit. Motherfucker just happen to come over and be talking to you, just standing there. They trying to see if you smell like alcohol, motherfucker. You thought because you picked vodka and shit and some or Fireball and some fucking red and some big red and shit that the nigga didn't know you was drunk, motherfucker. You better keep doing your job well. I know that shit. Oh, you starting to get belligerent too? All right, fucking wrong with your ass, man. This shit ain't news. It's the wrong fucking news, man. This shit crazy, dog. Where am I going with this? Something else that bothered the fuck out of me earlier. I'm mad as hell that shit was muted again. Bro, I swear I looked. I looked. That's the game that be playing with me too. It's like some timeline shit, man. I'm not sure. Like, I look and they're like, oh, and they mute that shit. As soon as I back out of it, I gotta catch it sometime. Like, nigga, I only catch it so many times, but it doesn't really happen that often. But I think that's a statistic too. You know, insanity. You know. Oh yeah. That's where I was going with that shit too. The Islamic it's a pound sign. Islamic extremist. Well, he put extremist. I guess that's how I gotta be to get people's attention, man. Motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's gonna turn into idiocracy. It will. It will. I think some people are running that direction because well, I mean, again, everybody can't handle that shit, man. I mean, I'm shit. I mean, I'm sure I can't handle the fucking weight of all of that shit either. You know, and not all at once. It would probably age you, but then you're already old, so whatever the fuck. I guess, I guess you could sit around just drinking and being drunk and shit, and just getting high and fucking all the time, and then that just be what you do and why you live all the time. Everything you do just boils down to those things. So if you take any of them away, your foundation just collapses. Everything about you just becomes undone. The reason why you get up in the morning and shit, because you're not doing it for yourself no more. You're doing it for the fucking atmosphere of whatever the fuck it is you've made important to yourself in order to escape whatever it is you haven't actually addressed yet. Fucking crazy people. Hold on. Okay, so look, this is also how I feel about this shit. Motherfuckers, people are cowards. So, I mean, everything works the way it works for the way it is, but people are fucking cowardly. So, you know, I mean, I don't know how to explain this shit. Motherfuckers will be the death of themselves, flat out. Fuck it, man, that's on you. You know? But I'm just a different type of person and shit. But no, but like, so, like when I talk about nothing, bro, you gonna find out. Fuck about you being scared, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, trust me. That shit, them motherfuckers don't give a fuck. I'd rather fucking die like a man than live like a chump. I only walk with a limp when I walk with a pump. But, you know, everybody has their whatever the fuck. I'm gonna get mine regardless. Either way. However the fuck it is, I get it. That's what the fuck's gonna happen. Flat out. So, you know, but my thing be, motherfuckers be trying to control what you see, like, or block my shit or anything like that, because, you know, it helps me in a way because, you know, I don't have it already refined about what, you know, what I be saying because, you know, trying to make it digestible and all that kind of shit, but also, nigga, something I say about something that might be happening could save your motherfucking life. And somebody know that. They know that shit. You might be getting ready to go do something dumb to the motherfucker based off of something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I think that highly of myself. It has nothing to do with any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, man, dog. Some of these motherfuckers got it out for you. And I think you might underestimate the level that they got it out for you. Or the levels to it. I don't, but it don't stop me from saying what the fuck I'm gonna say. Nigga, I'm me. I'm gonna do that regardless. I'm like, you know, fuck you talking about, nigga. You know, luckily, God, you know, in the universe has equipped me with the awareness and the ability to defend myself in a manner in which is threatening to motherfuckers to a level in which they back the fuck up off me. Like, flat out. But it's different. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, man, shit next level. Nigga, I can walk into a grocery store and shit somewhere, and then the day that I walk into that grocery store, because never mind, let me shut the fuck up. Like, what the fuck you think this is, nigga? You think this somebody, nigga? I'm a real centurion, dog. That ain't what the fuck. This ain't what that is. But that lets you know. But see, when I get to seeing that kind of shit in the organization, and like you'll see all types of motherfuckers around organized, waiting for shit to happen. They're all in the fucking into all throughout society and shit. Like, for real, like some like Men in Black, nigga, like ready to go. I mean, there's other people ready to go too, but nobody's ready to go. But you know, but when shit happens, you know, it be shit in place or whatever the fuck. But like, it's weird, man. Like the level of fear that people have and shit. Like, somebody know about this shit, like to a degree in which they secretly are everywhere monitoring shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're fucking scared, so they're doing dumb shit and they're looking at the wrong fucking people. It's the motherfucker they work for. They're all working for the motherfucker they're afraid of. They don't even know. It's the best way I can put that shit. I'd be like, nigga, I could be going to buy oranges and shit. I'm sitting there fucking, motherfucker come behind me and then check the fucking orange to see if there was a message under it or some crazy shit. Like, that shit, I'd be like, that shit is crazy, dog. And they don't even want to know, like, how much I be looking like. I'd be like, what the fuck was that? And it looked crazy, like, nigga, okay, sound crazy to you? Okay. That's why I be like, A, you with that shit? B, you a submissive motherfucker? Or C, you really are that fucking dumb. And all three of them are scary to me. So I be staying away from motherfuckers. But again, that's why I talk like this on here. So you think if I was a fucking nutcase and I was a crazy person and shit like that, I'd be walking around just fucking with a sign on and shit like, repent! Repent! That's what crazy looks like. That ain't how that works, man. You might catch but you know what? You might catch do what you want to do, because you might catch the attention of somebody that really needs help and really needs you and shit. And they might fucking need to talk to you, and that sign right there, that universal synchronicity right there will catch their attention, and You know, you stop and have a conversation with them, and they may not necessarily agree with everything that you say and shit like that, but they'll walk away from that conversation with having learned and being better for it. You know. So that's the kind of shit they're afraid of. There's nothing else, nigga. You can undo a year's worth of programming with conversation like this with motherfuckers. Like, damn, nigga wants you bad. You know. But see, I hate what I hate it and I don't. I don't know. It's fucking whatever the fuck. This is crazy because people put 10 on 2 all the time. I'm like, man, there's no man. Oh yeah, damn, you missed that whole fucking thing, dog. I was saying that mind control. Oh, I was talking about the therapists and the doctors and shit, the psychologists who have been what was it they were talking about on that? I shared it. It was like, isn't it crazy? I think I said this already, maybe. Isn't it crazy how Russia's using our private information against us? They've weaponized all of our information. They're motherfuckers. They got these motherfuckers in public, like playing it off like they regular fucking people that don't know this shit already. You know what I'm saying, like that. Well, I mean, whatever. That's cool, disclosing information and shit like that. And that's why I guess it's just a tone of. That's why I got to relax on that, because it's the tone of the environment, the level of inexperience and uneducation with the people in society and shit like that, the level of oppression and programming and manipulation that they've already gone through, and you got to slowly unravel that shit off of their brain. So you got to make the suggestions like that. But that's misleading as fuck. And I'm glad that there was my man was there to play the opposite side of that. Boop was like, hey. That's funny that y'all saying that, and that's what I mean. It's not. It's the universe, but it's a simulation. So it's like you almost can feel it. It feels scripted, but everything that you feel that is scripted that's going on around you is not necessarily scripted by those people. It's like a governor of control and shit like that. It's the system itself, and you can see it. And I think what bothers you, what bothers me, I'm speaking this way though. It's how simple it all seems. When you look at it, like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. But the machine is playing itself out because that information is becoming more, not more acceptable, but easier for more people to understand the concept of that level of control and shit like that, because the system is just like, it's just coming to the forefront and shit. So people who have less experience with it are just sitting there trying to utilize the same systems that somebody who's better at using it is. You dig? None of them know what the fuck they're doing. None of those motherfuckers. The fucking places that this shit is playing is somewhere where you ain't paying attention to nothing I'm saying, but I guarantee you that somebody somewhere knows exactly who the fuck I am. Because they play with my, just whatever the fuck. I'm not going to play that role where, you know what I'm saying? Now, it'd be for your own protection and others and shit like that. I would like to be, where I want to be, here, which is, as a man, I can get there either way because I have hands and I have strength and I have a mind. So these things work together with that and my energetic and my energy body and spiritual body and shit like that. One way or the fucking other, you cannot stop me. You never could. You know that. And I have 2 daughters. You know that. And fucking, like, it's just, so, it's like you're going to be pulled one way or the other. Come here! It's going to happen. So, but, yeah, man, that shit crazy. The people that you're, man, what was I going to say? Yeah, so anyway, we was talking about the fucking, Russia weaponizing our information and using it against us. Now, how do you weaponize information and use it against you? And that's why I was talking about electromagnetic frequencies and radio weaponry, and that they've been doing that shit since like the 50s, where they've been using these electromagnetic frequencies, these radio weapons, and heating motherfuckers' bodies up, heating their brains up and shit, sending them signals, calling it psychosis, utilizing certain time, a certain heightened level of dopamine and shit like that, so that you feel that it's because of your own drugs or it's because of this. No, motherfuckers, they monitor everything, so they know when your mind is more susceptible to certain things and when it's not, because you're monitored 24/7. Now, also, I do consider this too, though. That would be the system that that would be included in what being intoxicated is. Those ways of thinking. It's not coming from the inside, which also tells me that It's a simulation, right? But maybe it's more hands-on than you think it is. So it's a combination of the two. It's not all mind. It's got to be mind and matter and shit. Otherwise, it don't work. You know, it's not believable. I mean, can't keep you there. Which, I mean, is it by force or by choice? You know what I'm saying? It would seem like it would be by choice. But I guess that choice, whether or not you choose to believe it's by choice or by force, it's like this depends on what side of the bed you wake up on. So that was the game you played with yourself and shit in order to grow. You know? Yeah, but anyway, he was like, his name is Pound Islam Extremist. Extremist. Well, that's the tag on it. So I mean, nigga, hey, I forgot this, but see, that's what I remember. I follow him though, but yeah, the names, the at names that people have are so fucking. You can tell people just was sitting around doing what they was doing and just started putting shit on there. I follow all types of people though. I be looking at y'all shit. You know, I like that Irish girl. I don't know what she does, but she plays games. She's like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, she's tight. Like, yeah. No, but yeah, but that shit crazy though, cause he was like, who the fuck sold all this information? He was like, they showed Biden, but I mean, you know, you throw him right in the mix. I guess you could do that. You could throw whoever's fucking in charge at the time right in the mix because they know about it. But like, just because you know about something don't mean that you gonna get into a whole nother level of fucking system and shit like that. And realize what the fuck the motherfuckers is at war. It's a different type of war and shit. It's like with shaking hands and shit like and that's part of the game. You got to know how to fucking be more of a mouthpiece and less, because that's how the game ends. You know what I'm saying? On all levels and shit. This shit's designed from the ground up. Whether it be war or, you know what I'm saying, murder, whatever the fuck, however you want to design, from the small perspective of person to person, city to city, or, you know, or group to group and shit like that. You know, it's the same thing, man. You know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You can explain that shit in greater detail. I don't really care about all that shit. So, but hey, we're on the same page. Yeah, I'll come visit you, or we'll hang out and shit, and you can inform me about whatever the fuck it is that you be talking about. So, fucking yeah, man. But they said it was something called 6 Degrees before there was Facebook and shit like that, and they already have been selling all of our information to other people and shit. So why are you surprised? And then with the invention of all this new technology and this brain integration, this, you know, with the shit, then why don't you think that they would have been doing it already? Anything that's getting ready to come to fruition, where everybody starts to go on the market, where they talking about it publicly, they've already had their studies and test groups and shit like that, which would be motherfuckers like me and you, whether you know it or not. He's a part of a different test group. Everybody's a goddamn test subject. You know? So, yeah. But, you know, and then, you know, but it's hard to say those things the right way because people are fucking slow. So, you know, and me too, of course, because I'm trying to word it properly so that a motherfucker can get the gist of what I'm trying to say based off of my limited of understanding, but limited understanding. Not limitation of understanding, but limited understanding currently. My current limitation. Not limitation. Current, what am I looking for? With the limited information that I currently have, I suppose is what I mean. I haven't learned the rest of it yet. There's always more. Yeah. Fucking, it's wild. Everybody only sees parts of it at a time, so it's like, you know, acting out something on a smaller level. I keep saying that part, but it's like I need to buy more words in there because I can see this guy just sitting there talking, and this one, and this one, and this one, and they're all so focused on. It's the same thing when I was talking about. Everybody's focused on what they. Okay, here, this is a rap I wrote. I said, they're so mad at the fact that matters just don't matter that matter to them. I am emphatically so matter of fact. They're mad at the fact that matters just don't matter that matter to them. I am emphatically so matter of fact. Man, estou automatic and tech or Legs of the Jenkins with crotch holes in the back. My outfit all the match. He brought a faggot to match. And we still got 4 get homophobic psychically whack. And everyone says a wreck because they're so excited I'm back. I'm so excited I'm back. I'm riding down Mac in a lack with no title. My coat and towel in the rack. I'm so vile to add. I'm on fire with that. Imagine everything written prior was whack. This is a song. I've been playing it for you. I'm a dream shattered the most because most not even close. You know, Carvin. I'm so tired of rap. I'm a dream shatter the most because most not even close. You know, Carvin. I'm so tired of rap. Of course, it sounds better than that.
Can't believe how badly I screwed this up. The way Yuri looked. I need to find Hammerhead before she does. But how? My leads are dead. Maybe set a keyword check on the police band. Hope for some mention of Hammerhead or the Magia.
Fucking.
While I wait, I should hit the streets. See what else Hammerhead's men are up to.
It was funnier when I said it earlier, but now I'm pressing it because it was needed. Yeah, with the links that people will go to in order to fucking hide stuff, man. And it starts off with your own people and shit. That motherfucker be lying like a motherfucker. Still trying to be around you and shit. Imagine people that want something from you that you don't know you have. Or at least they don't think you know you have. Once you start discovering that you have something that they want, then maybe a little more, you know, less frivolous with your fucking your interactions and
not getting much
giving
coverage.
yourself away.
I should look for more towers to activate.
Should I feel bad for trying to find a way to market this?
Little Miles. Why? What's up?
It's just, you know, I'm really itching to get back out there. Keep training, get working on my Spidey skills.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Things have been so...
I know. You're super busy. So I was thinking, why don't I just come with you?
Come with me? Where?
Yeah, you know, like one of your missions, or quests, or patrols, or whatever you call them. Taking down bad guys, stopping evil, you know? That stuff, the superhero stuff.
I think it's a bit too soon for that, Miles. Though I definitely appreciate the offer.
Why?
Well, it's not like the movies, you know? You can get seriously hurt. There's some pretty bad dudes on the streets right now.
Well, I gotta learn somehow.
I know. We'll get together soon, okay? I promise.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Teens make me feel ancient.
You can never be too aware. We're trying to go fucking crazy. A lot of stop caring sometimes.
Response to reported sniper activity.
It'll be what it is.
Move on Yorkville.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are strange, but pretty much people with intent and shit. You can see those motherfuckers coming. But it ain't even those ones that I be worried about, or that I'm not really worried about any of them. But like, it's the more you talk about it, the more ignorant people are. So like, an ignorant motherfucker, you think somebody somewhere who don't know shit is sitting around getting mad right now. He don't know a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting around fucking, he got an attitude and shit. He thinks that everybody's talking about him. That motherfucker's probably on drugs. Or he don't understand synchronicities or what's happening to his mind at all and shit. And those are the motherfuckers that they need to be watching and shit like that. But I mean, everybody's watching shit like that. Like, nigga, like you it's a different way of, it's different. I don't even know, but hey, I understand. I understand to a degree. Because, it's just wild. There's levels to shit. And people are like this. Motherfucker, I thought that this was a joke, you know what I'm saying? But the more I learn about people, people really, if they think they can get away with something, they really do attempt that shit. Like certain types of people, not everybody. I know that probably, to you, that probably sounds insane. Like, it's like, why? Well, why the fuck would I want to do that? You know, or like something that would really harm or hurt somebody close to you or something like that. They're like, why the fuck would I want to do something like that? Right? Somebody else, like, you know, it's just whatever personal gain it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever it is that somebody would really want so badly personally. It could be a person, it could be a thing, you know what I'm saying? That a motherfucker would do just whatever it is they had to do in order to get away with it without anybody knowing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of behavior grows. And then once those motherfuckers start showing up and shit like that, they see that's how you are. Man, that's some next level shit you gonna have going on right there. You know? They're like, oh, man, like the guy, the guy in Mexico that was fucking kidnapping people. He was snatching people up from fucking. This ain't Spider-Man today. He was. I mean, it is, but he was fucking. Just. It's, you know what? And the funny thing is, I think it's a lane that's been driven. I mean, I've driven this lane before, but it may be necessary, and it also may be synchronized with time of year, which also tells me it's some computer shit. I just be watching this shit. In my third eye, I'll be just looking at all of these different things going on. I guess it's a way to understand it. To understand my own mind and how it works and shit, right? But there's so many different things. I mean, this doesn't help, I'm sure. I mean, look at the inside of this fucking thing. Look at this. What do you think this is? Probably, I mean, and then don't forget, like, really good technology is always masked as something dumb. Because when it's handed to human beings or handed to us, it's gonna look like nothing. And we put it together, and you know that's the same way. Go read the Blue Planet Project. How they gave that shit to Reagan and Nixon, and they were giving them like and look, hey look, you don't know about this, but they talk to you like they like Nixon and Reagan, they fucking made statements, and it's public information that you can go and look up John F. Kennedy and shit like that, but it's not something that people, if you gotta be interested in wanting to go look for. But he was talking about, he was like, man, by the time we fucking figured out what it was they were doing, it was too late. We already had handed over the American people and shit. Well, no, he didn't say American people. He said humanity. Like they had slowly crept inside of our planet and shit, and were setting up shop and giving us broken technology, or like giving us technology. And the scientists, the guys in the book, this is their project files and shit. I'm looking for the yellow book. I found it, but also. You are Yellow Book. I think Yellow Book is accessible to your mind and shit already. You can just I can pull that shit up. But I got Blue Book. There's Blue Book, Red Book, Yellow Book. I'm not sure what Red Book is about, but I know Blue Book has all of the technology in it, how it works, how some of it works off of plasma. Yeah. So like some of these motherfuckers out here are like just taking. You seen Under the Skin? Like, dog, I was like, that's crazy. And then, man. Anyway, it ain't for everybody to know. My crowd is going to be weird as fuck around here. Fuck it. Like I said, I'll just hang out with y'all motherfuckers. Oh, God, just as weird as me. Because sometimes, you know, I like to talk about sex and other types of shit and not always think about this kind of stuff, you know? And I might be catching you at a bad time. You might have wanted to chill this morning and not think about this kind of thing. But I mean, I'm assuming we're all programmed and it's all synchronicity. So you might be thinking about the same similar shit. I want to hear about it until you've had your feel of it and shit. You can feel your way through it. And people, fucking I keep having this reoccurring. I don't know, man. But see, I don't know what I was doing, but it was a long time ago. But I'm having this memory where I have a torch. I'm walking through a cave, and there is a big ass ant behind me. I can hear it clicking. It's on the wall, and it's up in there. It's like on the wall, but it's like a sandy dirt cave, and I couldn't see it at first. It was on the wall, like in the corner and shit like that, and the way the light hit it, they smart as fuck, and it was like I just heard it clicking behind me, like, you know, and I felt it moving around my head and shit until it got right here. was like, this motherfucker was standing right behind me. I went to go turn around. I'm not sure if I died right there or not, but shit, I'm here. I ain't there. Whatever the fuck, you know. I'll be having all kinds of fucking, this is wild, wild ones. You know, I'm trying to remember some of them. Like the one where I'm sitting on the edge of the dock. I'm standing on the edge of this dock, and there's this, like I have a house that floats on the water. And I'm standing on the edge of the dock, and I'm talking to a mermaid. I think it's a woman. But they don't look like the blue with mouths and big ass eyes and shit. All of them ain't that cool. But I mean, you know, I'm just talking to one of them. He's under the water talking to me and shit while I'm standing there talking to her. I put my feet in the water sometimes and talk to him. You know. God, I gotta remember more of that shit. You know? But I don't like going to people. I don't trust anybody. You go to a fucking somebody and try to get them to regress shit, and they want to insert their own fucking weird stuff or try to connect you with something. I've been trying to summon you for so long, Master. And you're like, Master, what do we do now? And they're like, what the fuck? And like, he's coming back around. Give him another fucking dose of fucking whatever the fuck, whatever drug and shit. These motherfuckers think anyway. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And like, well, man, you don't want to know. Never mind. You have no fucking idea. Stop telling me what the fuck I want to know, man. I want to know everything. Tell me everything. No, that's enough. No, please. Some of this shit I'm just, you know. But hey, really, I just want you to hear what I'm saying, man. In order to keep motherfuckers from trying to get over on you. Really, I just want you to hear what I'm saying, man. Why am I talking so fast? Why am I talking so fast? These motherfuckers, you goofy motherfuckers, is actually listening to what I'm saying? What's wrong with y'all? Huh? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. That's what they're going to tell you. No, but see, I want to go back outside and walk around the world normally, but they're not too normal and shit like that. I need to make my money. I need to make my music. I need to do all types of cool shit, you know. But it looks like, man, this shit's coming the fuck down. Because everybody's so fucking crooked. Like, well, damn. A bunch of kids playing house, man. So it's just fucking... God damn. You know? Of course, that's a negative way of looking at things, but shit, sometimes you got, you know, I'm just saying. In the end, what it does for me is it helps me be more motivated and more, and a little more present. Like, enjoy life and enjoy what it is you're doing, regardless of what the fuck it is and shit. Well, not regardless, but unless it's some crooked ass, just whatever the fuck. You're just part of Grand Theft Auto, I guess. Like, you know, that shit's crazy. That's why I almost don't want to be a part of. I want to look at it though. But see, also this shit, TikTok and all shit, it makes you dumb. So you have to. I mean, you can watch it. Look, man, you can't tell me that you're so fucking smart and wise that you look at that shit and you don't feel a decrease in your fucking IQ. You can't feel that. You start thinking about dumb, like, what the fuck? I mean, now look, it's only so long you can think about it and then be like, holy shit, that's what I'm thinking about right now. I can't believe it. Whatever the fuck. You better bring somebody else into that conversation and shit, because y'all have to be watching Houston Housewives in a minute and shit. So how the fuck did this happen? I don't know. I was just watching it for some study. And next thing I know, I was laughing and jacking off and fucking all kinds of fucking, you know? You watch it jack off a little bit too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. Make sure you cover all those cameras that you don't know about. Somebody has a video of everybody masturbating. Everything that you've ever done and shit is on tape. Everything. They share that shit with random people, especially if you're on drugs and shit. The motherfuckers will just send you a click and they'll fucking hack your phone and then send you a video of somebody doing some. No, you're on drugs. You're high. And it's a video of whoever the fuck. Hey, but look, real shit though, man. Your third eye and then whatever the fuck is moving around through these screens. You know, you can just look at a black screen. You been working on that? Don't do that shit too much, man. I'm saying, bro. These motherfuckers waiting to hijack you, man. They can't wait to get a taste. You get a taste. I get a taste. You know? Go get fucking tested is what the fuck you need to do. Hey, man. You know, I get to talk about this kind of crazy shit. Just say what you want to hear. Is it? Can't talk about this shit all the time. I want to fucking actually act like a normal person. Then it'll become a normality, and then I'm gonna go back to acting dumb. Shit, nigga. Why are you acting? Why are you talking to me this way? Where are you going? Where are you? Why are you? Fuck all that. Shit. You want to give me another Modelo? Get a stout. Be in a pint of Jose Cuervo Silva. We get a stout and a Bud Light and a pack of squares. What? That's how you travel. Like, I'm going back down. Strap your fucking self into your chair and shit. Oh, it's like Constantine. Motherfucker's dope. It's fucking. Whatever the fuck, somebody rips that off. You know, the algorithm just points motherfuckers out, dog. It's sweet though. Now that's interesting though, 'cause I don't even have to look for you. It just suggests you, like, hey. So that's how I know they monitor all my shit and just connected to everything. But this is all on Google. So then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna look at it. Like, this shit's crazy. I guess. But then you can become consumed with a world that's tailor made for you. I'm afraid that everybody's insane already. Like low key. Like we've all been crazy for a long time, and now we're all gonna be going back to normal. Like, everything just seems so fucking irrelevant sometimes. Well, I don't really say irrelevant. That's a separate pattern. I can see where that's going. Well, yeah, in a way, irrelevant, but it's not a strong enough word. It seems like distracting. It seems like everything, even the way you love, the way we love, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The way you love people, and then what you consider love to be, and how you treat each other, and shit like that, and then the reasons why, you know, why it's important for you to have partners and shit like that, and well, why it's important for you not to be alone. Like, maybe if people spent more time alone, they would appreciate each other more. Different opinions and shit. It's so hard to listen though. It's so hard to listen without obstructing your listening skills and being able to actually take in what you're hearing without rebuttal. In order to actually, you know, unless say like if you have I'm developing my listening skills a little further to where I listen, but without saying nothing. Without being like, without saying yeah, without fucking agreeing, that way not to sway what it is you want to say. Because before I used to have a habit of knowing where somebody was going with something. Like, oh shit. And then you be like, oh yeah, like people get ready to tell me something that I'm like, you know, or, you know, but in a roundabout way. So, or like, you know, just, I think I've told you a couple of different things and shit like that, but like, I used to do that to my ex-girlfriend a lot. Well, I guess she was my ex-girlfriend and shit like that, but because she was a liar. She would lie about a whole lot of shit, and then like, but in order to prevent arguing with her ass and shit like that, I would give her a lie sometimes, just all like, oh, you probably so and so, huh? Oh yeah, this because she's trying to explain her way out of something and shit like that, and this is going horrible. You know, like, yeah, okay, so, you know, like, goddamn. This is going horrible, dog. And then, you know how you look at certain people, you can tell that they're a part of something. I don't know what they'd be like, what is that? But then again, I forget about things coming down and like looking at you. Like, people come down and be talking to you through stuff and shit, through people and shit like that. Like, one time I was sitting on the couch and I was talking to this girl and her friend. I only had messed around with her like once or twice and shit. But, you know, I was over there and I was listening to what she was saying the whole time and shit like that. But my responses were like little and in between because unless she was trying to talk in circles, like most people like to talk in metaphors and shit like that. I'm catching them, but it wasn't more in. You know, it seems like I'm distracted, which is part of waking up. But I can feel something moving around behind me at the same time, so I'm like paying attention to that. But I'm listening to the room because there's literally things walking around in the room and shit. Something people don't pay attention to. I'll be seeing. So like there's something moving around the room behind the both of them, and then every time it moves behind them, like, but there the girl is paying attention to what's standing behind me. Because whatever was standing behind me, I'm like exhausted. I'm tired as fuck. So as I'm talking, so I was like, right? And then that shit made me go, and she was looking at that shit like, but I knew what she was looking at because I was paying attention to what the fuck was standing behind me. Like, there's something like behind me and shit, like trying to move me. I don't know what the fuck it was trying to do, but I was looking at whatever the fuck was in the room with them because it was shit moving around. And then she was like, she would act like so and forth. And then you see how people fight over the who's more intelligent, who's whatever fuck in the room and shit like that. Like, I watch that kind of shit and I kind of like interject and shit like that, which I'm not really trying to, me personally, well, at least I don't think, I'm not fighting to be the most intelligent person in the room and shit like that. Sometimes I have made the mistake of saying I think I am the most intelligent person in the room, but that's like, I don't know what that is. It's arrogance, it's ego, but it's also like, no, really though. You know what I'm saying? But not to say you're not smarter. You're not smarter than me in other ways. It's just like, this shit, like, I'm just looking at what the fuck we talking about right now. You know, and everything we talking about right now, I just said all of that shit at the beginning of this conversation, and then everybody proceeded to reiterate what fuck I came in saying in different ways, and it bothered the fuck out of me, and it made me act like an asshole. So, drinking doesn't help. Not at all. Not at all. I'm so glad I cut that shit out. Like, really though, just ruining fucking just all types of shit. That shit ruins everything. Fucking, you can only have so much of it. Like, I'm not saying you can't drink at all, but that shit is just not good at all. I mean, it is called wine and spirits, so there's that. But, but there was some movement behind her, and then moved behind the girl sitting next to her. And, it's so weird how people act like that, and then they were like, you ever see two women, like, fight for your affection, but then they neither one of them should be doing that in the first place. Like, it's weird. Like, this one acting like it don't mean shit to her, whatever. So this ain't even because she's a part of some cult or whatever the fuck it is. She a part of them, which is obvious, right? That shit was so obvious. And then her friend, she's some fucking, I don't know if she was a space alien, what the fuck, but she had these eyes like she was looking into the goddamn future the whole time we were talking and shit. And she was making reference to something that happened to her when she was a child or whatever, right? But there was something behind her. And I'm looking at it like, I couldn't tell if it was her or what was behind her, trying to use an instance that was actually what happened to this woman, metaphorically in a synchronistic way for me to reference it with somebody else that I know, because it felt like somebody was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't. I was like, is that what you're saying? Does this apply? And I'm looking at like, that's what I was listening to. Like, what the fuck? Because and then something else was moving around the room, which I'm 90% sure was one of the people that I know having astral projecting, because I could hear them like talking and like saying something. But I swear, the girl that was sitting over here was talking to whoever that was. So I was listening to her. But also, I was smart enough to know that white noise. So I took my phone and I sat it down and I recorded it and amplified it, because she had a device that she was singing on and recording, but that wasn't necessarily what it was for. It was a two-way radio. It was like her picking up. She was doing some other shit, and because her son was like weird, that nigga was acting like he was possessed and shit. He acted like a grown ass man. I was like, well, maybe that possessed. Maybe he was some space kid, some Arcturian Palladian child or something. But he was real fucking smart. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him that my album, my name was Louise Cypher. And he knew it, Lucifer. He was like a little kid. So I was like, yeah, Louise Cypher and shit. And, you know, they had a language that they spoke between each other. They had developed their own language and shit like that. And I figured it wasn't even like, for me, I knew what it was immediately. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty complicated language. I think most people wouldn't really get it. But, you know, you're drawing off a lot of SPs and EDs and things like that. That, combine that with emotion and shit like that, I understood language regardless. So, and it tripped her out. Well, I spoke it back to him and shit like that, and then she was like, "Oh," and we're like, "Yeah," you know, it's just the way the brain is wired. That's not even cockiness. I barely tapped into that shit, but Anyway, the most important thing that I drew from this shit was what I picked up in the room and what I was playing back later on, because there was something that was moving around the room and it was hiding in corners in the room, and it came out of the fucking it went from the it was a fireplace, and I seen it moved from the fireplace. I seen it move out of the corner of my eye, and it moved, and then but whatever it was, it moved so violently, but it was it was so physical that it moved the blinds and shit, but in a way that it was slick though. So many it had been doing it for a while, because it was doing it like almost like trying to act with the wind or with. So it was done in a manner in which I could do that shit. I'm smart like that. I'm smart like that. I'm smart like that. That's how it sounds. But man, something like that. But no, really, I'm smart enough to fucking be able to act like the wind. I like acting and shit. So I'll move around. That's how wind. If you pay attention to wind, that's how it moves around the room. That's how it came off to me. It came off like something that was moving around the room as if it were acting like the wind, but it really was something physical because it was doing extra shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then and then it went out the screen door. The screen door, the screen door was closed. The sliding door was open. I was like, what the fuck? And I felt like something drew me. I heard something in the ceiling. So something drew me in that direction. When I turned around and I came back into the room, the screen was slid open just a little bit, like this. It was just a little bit. And I walked outside onto the balcony and looked like, what the fuck? You know? And then the blinds to the room adjacent to the patio that I had walked on was fucked up. They weren't fucked up when I was out there earlier when I was smoking a cigarette. They was fucked up like somebody slid their ass in and out of there, but this motherfucker would have had to have been invisible. I was like, what the fuck? And then when I came outside onto the balcony and shit and I looked across the street, there was a fucking guy, this guy, but he looked like he was trying to wear regular clothes and shit, but that motherfucker was obviously somebody from, what's that shit called? Those alien investigation motherfuckers. He had that weird ass collared shirt on and shit and them jeans, and he was trying to act like he wasn't paying attention to nothing. But his car was parked here, and then somebody was parked down there, standing outside trying to. That shit was weird, man. I was like, bro, I I don't know what the fuck that was. But anyway, so after I caught all of this and shit, I heard. I had it, man. I still have these recordings and shit, but I got locked out of my fucking, somehow my passwords was there. I had to keep changing my passwords, and then I'm going to say maybe I missed a letter when I changed my password, but I know I didn't, because I know I didn't. So those 3 emails that I have, all of those recordings with all that fucking poltergeist, paranormal, ET shit in there, hours of that shit. It's all locked away in there. And then when I went to go, and then I changed my phone number. And when I went to go get my phone number back, they said that my number belonged to somebody else. Like, that quick. But the phone wasn't activated. But it was like, I had 45 days to get my number back. This was like within 6 days. And they said, oh, the phone number's gone. So somebody was playing games in too. And then I went to go call that number. It's still disconnected. So nobody has the number, but I can't find it. I can't pull this fucking number up to save my life to get into those emails and shit. But that shit probably don't exist no more either. That's after my Dagoo. After I had a picture of one of those motherfuckers in the grass looking at me. I had, clear as day. Boom. I had that motherfucker. It was so goddamn clear that, nigga, you could be on what you wanted to be on, drunk. You could be anybody, any fucking body that fucking, that don't believe in that kind of shit could not deny what the fuck they was looking at in there. And it did not look human at all. As a matter of fact, it looked like one of them things from War of the Worlds. That's exactly what it looked like, but it was white. It looked like a ghoul. His eyes were like fucking sunk. Like, it was like, that shit was crazy. But it was like super fucking psychic, man. It was sitting over there. The more I looked at it and when I saw for what it was, the more it tried to it was like reading my mind at the same time and turning into whatever the fuck it is I was thinking about. And I noticed it while it was happening, so I started throwing shit in there to see if it would pop up, and it was doing it. Like nigga, oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, but man, like my guide to the shit. I'm gonna say that. I was like, oh, this is a game. And then, you know what I'm saying, while I'm looking at that, there was this fucking guy standing near me. It's the second time I had seen him. One time I was like trying to explain something to somebody else what I was seeing and shit, and I couldn't put it into words and shit. And out of the corner of my eye, I look over, and this motherfucker was standing on the platform with me. He's like looking all fucking crazy. Like he's just smiling. like one of them niggas from that Buffy the Vampire episode and shit. Just grinning and shit. The last time I had seen him when I had a real fucking psychic attack, he was outside standing. He was standing in the middle of a parking lot of a fucking of a gas station and shit. I was at the bus stop. I was like on my way to work or some shit, or coming home from work, something. It was just the wildest fucking thing ever. Nope. As a matter of fact, a girl called me. That girl, I think. So that bitch was like, I don't know whatever reptilian grade the fuck that was. I think that bitch got assimilated. This is how I feel about this shit. I think that bitch got assimilated, and has had to work her way back ever since. And the second that she started getting her shit together again and spending time around me, I guess whatever energy field is around me was able to fucking keep her from being attacked to a certain degree, so that she was able to rest long enough to where those motherfuckers couldn't attach themselves to her as well. So she was able to regenerate, build her health back up and shit. The second that she did that shit, when she was on her way somewhere, she told me about this shit. She was on her way to do whatever fucking something responsible and shit like that. There just happened to be a ball of heroin, and because she wasn't on heroin, she liked pills. But then right after that shit, because she didn't have money for pills and all that kind of shit, somebody left a ball of heroin on the fucking, right on the bus that she takes and shit, and just happened to be there for her. That's what I be meaning. I'm like, you don't think that shit was a fucking setup? That's a setup, like, and then you decided to do it, and then that's gonna lead into the next thing and the next thing and shit. So right there, she had the opportunity to you got to be stronger than that and throw that shit away. Don't even leave it there. Throw that shit away. Flush it, get rid of it, so that shit don't happen to nobody else. Because that's a plant. You know what I'm saying? So that's, a kid will find that shit. Not even to do it. Kid will find that shit and then give it to somebody else, and then, or you know what I'm saying, make it into somebody else's house, and they'll be like, oh, it's like the Ring of Power, nigga. For real. So, and that's what happened. Like, damn. So, it makes it harder for you to fucking, like, I be knowing. So I'm like, let's see, now I can just tell you, I be knowing. I'd be like, no. Trying to fucking do all of that shit. Or like, it's not even that strenuous and shit to me, but fuck it. Fuck, enemies be listening. Ain't shit they can do with me any motherfucking way. I mean, they niggas be swearing though. They be swearing, dog. That's why they use women to attack me and shit. They know my heart, so that's why I gotta work on that shit. You know what I'm saying? They know how soldiers are. It's the women. You know what I'm saying? But then you have other niggas who are weak to women. They're not even weak to women, they're weak to sex. You got other motherfuckers who fall in love with everybody. I happen to be a motherfucker who loves everybody, so it's easy for me to fall in love with somebody regardless of how they look and shit. No, unless you gotta be really overweight, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't feel like talking that shit no more. Actually, I don't mind talking about it, but I don't have the time. So, but yo, shit's wild. Yeah, they got a whole fucking, these motherfuckers are like the Adjustment Bureau, but dark. They got them motherfuckers too. So they sitting there looking at the future and shit, trying to alter it from wherever fucking they came back in time, and they're fucking floating around the earth trying to alter different. It's like John Connor and the Terminator and shit. They trying to alter you motherfuckers and change people and fuck shit up in order for it to get the desired outcome later on. So, even if that shit sounds like a stretch to you, there's something on critical thinking. Think about it that way. If I do this, then this will happen. If I do this, then this will happen. So imagine that, but conscious. Imagine somebody that's an asshole, knowing that your people are dumb, or that they're more inclined to be take suggestions from, pussy, drugs and all that kind of shit, and they want to design something around it. So they read all your information and shit like that, know what your weaknesses are, and they input them into a computer and then have it work with you or work against you and shit in real time. Yeah, man. Like that. That's as good as I can say that right now. I wouldn't even call it Ultron. Ultron is even against that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, this was fun. Later on, I think.